Hi, welcome back. Here to talk to you about the night before Christmas and our sequencing of the story of the night before Christmas. I sent you guys a story sequence that you can cut out, and we're going to go through "'Twas the Night Before Christmas" book and say what came first, what came next, what came then, and then what came last. And I'm going to help you go through the story, and we're going to say what came first. Okay? Each one of these you would cut out, and then we're going to decide what came first. The first one says, "Happy Christmas to all, and to all a good night." The next one says, "Not a creature was stirring." The next one says, "Down the chimney he came with a bound." And then the last one that we cut out says, "Prancing and pawing of each little hoof." And the way that we find this out is we go back to our story book and we look to see which one came first. So if we look at our pictures, we say, okay, which one do we think came first? We go to our book, we open it up, and we says, in the story, on the very first page, we see a picture of a cat with some little mice, and it says, "'Twas the night before Christmas, when all through the house not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse." Do we see anything like that up here? Right here, I see a picture of a cat and a mouse sleeping. And it says, "Not a creature was stirring." And that looks like the first thing that happened in our story. So we're going to take this picture and we're going to put that under the word "first," because that's the first thing that happened in our story. As soon as we opened up the book, that's the first thing I saw. So we're going to take "Not a creature was stirring," and we're going to put that underneath "first." That's the first thing that happened in our story. So the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to decide what happened next. So we go through our story till we find out what happened next. "Happy Christmas to all, and to all good night." "Down the chimney he came with a bound," or "Prancing and pawing of each little hoof." When we go through our story, we see children sleeping. We see Ma in her kerchief and Pa in his cap. Oh, we're getting close. Now we see an old little driver who is lively and quick. And the reindeer, so we must be getting close to what's happening next in our story. Keep going. And then we see that now we're still talking about the reindeer. We have something up here that's getting close to it. Could be this picture, could be this picture. So I'm still looking for the words. So I'm looking for words that match one of my pictures. I'm going to read in my book till I find it. "As the dry leaves that before the wild hurricane fly, when they meet with an obstacle mount to the sky, so up to the housetop the coursers they flew, with a sleigh full of toys and St. Nicholas too. I see reindeer up there on top of a roof, and then with a twinkling I heard on the roof the prancing and pawing with each little hoof." Do I have a picture that matches this? The prancing and pawing of each little hoof? I do. I have a picture that matches the reindeer in the sleigh right here. The prancing and pawing of each little hoof comes next. And that's what comes next on my storyboard. So we have two pictures left. What comes next? after, and then. So we have two pictures. Happy Christmas to all, and to all a good night. And down the chimney he came with a bound. So if Santa landed on the roof, what is he getting ready to do? I see something. I see he's getting ready to do something. As I drew in my head and was turning around, down the chimney St. Nicholas came with a bound. Right there's what happened next. He went down the chimney. So I have a picture right here of Santa standing next to a fireplace that says, down the chimney he came with a bound. So that's the next picture. I'm going to take that one. I'm going to put that there. So I need to know what came last. Let's find what came last in the story. Let's go to the last page. He sprang to his sleigh, to his team he gave a whistle, and away they all flew like the down of a thistle. What did he say? He said, Happy Christmas to all, and to all a good night. That's this one, where he rides away on his sleigh. That's what happened last in the story. Happy Christmas to all, and to all a good night. Very good, guys. Thanks for helping me. We got our first, next, then, and last. Good job. Thank you. Take care.